All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Heap on this Friday night. We got baseball. We got the St. Paul's Wolves taking on the Pearl River Rebels, if I can get that one out. WPBN Baseball, this is Jeff Winchester alongside Lenny Russell and the big Mike Stant we got up here for pregame.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Along with Vincent. Vincent, what was your last name again?
Ruda. Vincent Ruda.
Ruda?
Cruz.
You said Ruda. Vincent Ruda.
That's a coach, yeah.
Yeah.
Vincent Cruz,
I'm
yeah.
like, wait a minute, there's two of them?
Weren't you Student of the Year last year?
No, sir.
Okay.
Not Student of the Year last year. Well, we're back after some excitement last night. The Wolves wound up scratching and clawing their way to victory in the bottom half of the seventh inning. And you have to give credit to Pope John Paul, who, for all intents and purposes, had the game locked up through 6 2/3. And then after a few ground balls and a base hit, wound up putting pressure on the defense, kind of collapsed. And then we wound up scoring 4 off of a couple errant throws. And the Wolves walk it off in dramatic fashion late in the game last night. So riding high on emotion are the Wolves, and we just hope that they can go ahead and take that emotion into tonight's game and really try to build off of that. They're sitting 4-3 right now. Tough game against Pearl River coming in. I mean, these guys, man, I don't know if this is the baseball team or the football team. Look like they got some big boys and some athletes over here. So should be an exciting game. The Rebels are coached by Buddy Turnage, who has been a long-time coach in the New Orleans area. He's coached for Bell Chase at one point. He was also, was he a coach Slidell?
I think he coached out in Lafayette, like Winchester. Well,
no, it ain't Winchester. Ain't
wait,
not Winchester over there.
Westminster Academy.
Okay, all right.
I know he's been a couple other places, but
well, baseball guy nonetheless. I know his son Trey is probably one of the better players on their squad. So you can expect to see a Pearl River team that's been prepared, probably battle-tested as well. They're going to come out looking to be pretty aggressive. Looks like they got a fair mix of right-handers and left-handers. I think, if I remember correctly, I think there's a right-hander on the mound tonight. It looks like it's going to be, I think it's going to be Jacob Clifton, who's going to be on the bump for the Rebels. So should be a pretty big game. Big Mike, what you got on these guys? You got anything on them?
Well, I've done these guys many times. The Trey and the Sabeth kid who goes by Diesel.
Diesel,
yeah.
Okay. Dalton Sabeth?
One played quarterback and one played running back. So these are, Eric Collins is the football coach over there, who actually was the football coach at Hannon, where when Turnage was in high school.
Okay.
So they have quite a mix. They're very well coached. They play a lot of small ball. They're going to bunt and run, things of that sort. And they had a big win over Jesuit the other night. They were actually up 5-3 in the seventh. Jesuit loaded the bases and they had a pass ball that the catcher went back there and got, and they got the kid from Jesuit out at home to save the win.
Oh, wow.
So they're coming off so they beat Jesuit, and they come yesterday, and then they lose to, I believe, Northlake Christian.
Okay.
So they had a tough day swinging the sticks yesterday. But
Northlake just took a loss to Hannon. They just got finished playing in the game before us. So they lost to Hannon 11-7. Seemed like there was a lot of scoring going on in that game. Another note, last night, John Montour comes out and gets the win, going the distance for the Wolves. I mean, talk about an impressive outing. I don't have the game changer stats, but I would assume, and I don't know this off the top of my head, but the first pitch strikes for John Montour had to be in the 70%. Not to mention his ball-to-strike ratio was probably about 3-1. I mean, he attacked the zone early and often, which in reality, Pope John Paul, very aggressive hitters who came out swinging the sticks, and much of their outs in the beginning of the game were loud outs in the form of line drives to the outfield and hard ground balls. I know Marcus Newfield had a great night at third base. He fielded a number of hard hit balls The outfield got their work cut out for them, and they came out swinging the sticks. But all the credit to John Montour, who stepped up and went the distance, and that's such a big thing when it comes down to having to have to play multiple games in a row. So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Dutchtown coming in Saturday. Between Pearl River and Dutchtown in back-to-back days, the fact that we didn't have to dip into the well of the bullpen really does make a big difference for us. So kudos to John, picked up his first win, and it was a very impressive evening for him.
Yeah, I umpired John this summer down in Chalmette with his Knights team, and I came back and I actually had a conversation with Coach Nunez that I said, I think John's going to be a guy who's going to be able to get you a lot of innings. John does a really good job of keeping the ball down,
yes,
getting a lot of ground balls. He's not one of these guys who's all over the place. He's really concise in the zone, which means you are going to get some hits, but he's not going to walk anybody.
Right.
And I think the key to that. The key to those going the distance is not walking anybody.
Sure.
If you can just get them to put the ball into play, I think you have a much better chance of going the distance. When I wasn't at the game, but I would bet he walked very few people.
So
It's very minimal.
From what I remember, I believe he got into a little bit of trouble in the top half of the fourth inning where he walked two, and they were able to put a couple balls in play. He got into a little bit of a jam, but that was really only the only inning that he started losing a little bit of that command that he showed early in the game. And then we had a couple defensive miscues, and it led to them scoring a couple runs. But the reality is that the walks were held to a minimum, and they didn't necessarily capitalize on the free passes as much as we just didn't handle our business, allowing those free passes to come across the plate. So to your point, the walks and the free passes were at a minimum, and he definitely attacked the strike zone.
Well, the thing I'm really pulling for John for is John has done a fantastic job of waiting his turn. He's a senior. He's a guy who we're going to need deep into the district play and into the playoff run. I think he's a guy who is going to be able to come in and not only start ball games, but also come in jam situations and get outs when we need it. Because he is a senior, he's battle-tested, he's waited his turn. And like I said, if he can come in and just not walk people in key situations, make them put the ball in play, strike out guys when we need it, that's going to be key in the district race and in the playoff place.
Absolutely. So it's gonna wrap up the post-game show, the meeting at home plate. Pregame show, sorry. That's going to wrap that up, and the meeting at home has just taken place. And we're going to go ahead and introduce the starting lineups for both teams. So for the Pearl River Rebels, leading off is going to be number 3, Trey Turnage, playing second base. Hitting second and playing shortstop, number 19, Palmer Felger. Hitting third, playing third base, number 34, Jude Cooley. Hitting in the fourth spot, doing the catching tonight, number 15, Dalton Sabath.
Sabath, yeah.
Sabathi?
We'll just go by Diesel.
Diesel. All right, we're going to call him Diesel. All right, hitting fifth and playing first base, number 13, Luke Smith. Hitting in the sixth spot, playing left field, number 17, Brady Stevens. Hitting seventh, playing center field, number 10, Jacob Lott. Hitting eighth, the DH tonight, number 22, Garrett Sherrilou. I hope I'm saying that right. And then hitting ninth in right field, number 18, Drake Sticker. And on the mound tonight for the Rebels is going to be number 24, Jacob Clifton. So that's your starting lineup for the visiting Pearl River Rebels. And for your home, St. Paul's Wolves, a little bit of the shuffling of the deck. So leading off is going to be number 1, Cody Corrales. He's going to be playing center field. Hitting in the 2 spot and on the bump tonight, number 9, Cooper Winchester. He will be the pitcher/DH. Hitting third, number 15, Brennan Villa. He's going to be playing left field. In the cleanup spot tonight, number 25, Aiden Ankerson. He's going to be behind the plate. Hitting in the 5th spot, number 7, Marcus Newfield at the hot corner over at third base. Hitting 6th, number 3, Easton LeBlanc at shortstop. Hitting 7th, number 6, the first baseman, Cameron Kayemi. Hitting 8th, number 13, Brody Bootery. He's going to be at second base. Hitting 9th, number 8, James Hardwick, and he will be patrolling right field. So that's your starting lineup for the Wolves tonight. And
I'd like to point out right there, right in front of us, number 11, the guy who's blocking out of the sun. Right there, that big, huge dude right here.
Oh, yeah.
He is out for 3 weeks.
Ooh.
He's one of their best hitters.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad he's not playing tonight.
John McQueen.
Yes.
John McQueen.
He's out for 3 weeks, but he brings a big stick.
Yeah. Well, glad we don't have to go through him tonight because Cooper's on the mound and he's typically fat and flat. So pretty nice to hit off of for the most part. He'll be around the plate, kind of like John Montour. And hopefully he can mix it up and keep him off balance and just create a couple mishits. But we're going to take a quick little break while we do the national anthem and an invocation, so we'll be right back.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster. In and Out Urgent Care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
And we're back at the Heap, WPBN. St. Paul's Wolves taking on the Pearl River Rebels tonight. Lineups have been exchanged. National anthem has been sung. Boys have taken the field. So around the horn tonight for the Wolves. At third base, Marcus Newfield. At shortstop, Easton LeBlanc. Brody Bootery at second base. Cameron Kayemi over at first. We got Brendan Villa in left field. Cody Corrales in center. James Hardwick in right field. And the battery for tonight, we got Aiden Ankerson behind the plate. And on the mound tonight, we got number 9, senior Cooper Winchester. And we're off.
What you think there, Vince? First pitch strike right here?
I would hope so. Leading off for the Rebels, number 3, Trey Turnage.
Trey is also a Delgado Dolphin commit.
Very nice.
And not know that baseball team.
Winchester misses high for ball 1. Misses low for ball 2. Okay, a little delayed call right there. Okay, so Winchester gets his first strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Turnage. Turnage fouls that one off. Looks a little late on the fastball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Vincent, how's Cooper look so far?
I think he looks good. I haven't seen much baseball this year, but I mean, I'm excited to get to know these guys and throughout the course of this game. It's a good pitch.
That's called strike 3, and Turnage goes down looking for the first out of the inning.
He got behind in the count to start off, but he's able to work his way back. So a couple good pitches towards the end.
So with that strikeout, it's going to bring up number 19, the shortstop, Palmer Felger.
No, I put the signs out there for the strikeouts, and nobody's flipping the signs out in outfield.
See, that's what
we're going to have to get somebody out there.
That's what we're talking about right there, Jeff. First pitch strike. First pitch strike.
That's what it's going to have to be. I mean, you got to attack the strike zone. We can't do free passes. You can never walk anybody if you never get to 3 balls.
There we go.
Get ahead, stay ahead. Get ahead, stay ahead.
So a quick 0-2 count on Felger.
That's right.
Got a little bit of a delayed call by the umpire, so can't really tell whether it's missing or if it's actually there. It's going to be a line drive down the line, and
that's fair.
Hardwick is going to cut it off. It's going to hold Felger to a single, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 34, Jude Cooley.
That was a nice piece of oppo hitting right there.
Yeah, a very nice piece, 0-2 right there. Probably a ball that you don't really need to throw. Give him something quality to hit. You would almost want to kind of see if he chases something. So another swing and a drive, deep foul ball territory, right behind us by Cooley.
Once again, first pitch strike.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that 0-2 pitch was way too nice. Way too nice.
Hard ground ball. Looks like it's going to get through the hole to right field. Hardwick comes up with it, cuts the ball off. It's going to lead. It's going to leave the runners at first and second with 1 out. So, excuse me. Still not a bad situation to be in. You're still one ground ball away.
1 pitch away. 1 pitch away.
Like I said, much rather be competitive in the zone than giving up the walks. You know, I think it's one thing that many managers will tell you. They just can't tolerate not being able to get a guy out. So that's going to be a high pop fly, shallow right field. Hardwick is coming in for it. Going to go. He makes the catch for the second out. Looked like it was kind of tough for him to see that one, but James comes up with it for the second out.
No, I tell you, James Hardwick is a real just steady guy. He was real steady for us in football. I think he's going to be real steady. Not going to do too much, just steady.
Does his job.
So Winchester misses down right there for ball 1. Good job by Ankerson, keeping an eye on the lead base runner. Kayami playing way back, as he should with 2 outs. Try to create more angles. Looks like Cooper's having a hard time seeing them in the shadows down there.
It's gonna be outside.
Misses back door with a breaking ball. So 2 balls, no strike to Smith. Misses down right there with that fastball. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
This guy might have the green light right here. 2 on, 2 out.
Okay. There's like a small element of suspense. You're like, ooh, what is he going to call?
Well, as an umpire, they tell you pause, read, react, but he is pausing and then reading, react.
So a hard ground ball up to Winchester, deflects off his glove, and good thing, because that could have very easily made it to center field for a base hit and possibly an RBI right there. So the deflection goes right to Easton LeBlanc, who secures it and steps on second base for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Wolves get out of that one unscathed after giving up 2 hits. But once again, got a 3-0 count. We attacked the strike zone, and we wound up making something happen without the free pass. So kudos to Cooper for getting out of that inning with attacking the strike zone.
So obviously he didn't have the green light, which is why Cooper was able to put the strike practically right over the plate, right?
That's right.
So that's the old 1-6 fielder's choice.
Don't see that a lot.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it for the top half of the first inning. We're going to jump to a commercial, and we're going to come right back.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
Back to the heat for the bottom half of the first inning. And leading off for the Wolves is going to be Cody Corrales, center fielder.
This is a guy we got to get on. This is a guy that we got to get on, because if he gets on, he can roll.
Started off the game last night with a base hit. Big hack right there on a nice fastball.
I believe you played against his father, didn't you? Ricky?
Corrales?
Yeah.
He was a little bit older than me.
A little bit older than you.
So Corrales with
through.
a
That's
nice base
that's
hit
exactly
right
what
up
we
the
needed.
middle. Starts the game off with a base hit to center field for the Wolves.
He's able to get out ahead of that ball and punch it right back up the middle.
Yeah.
Now there's big time pressure on them now. They got to try to keep Corrales there, but you can't give the big boy too much. So this is an ideal situation for us right here.
I would like to see Cody get a little bit more aggressive on the base paths. With his speed, you would almost assume that he'd be just kind of a Kate Anderson-ish as far as, oh, geez, that's popped way up.
That's out.
That's going to be just foul. So Winchester takes a big hack and fouls it off straight back behind him.
Kate had baseball speed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he knew the angle. I think Cody's just a football guy playing baseball. But I could be wrong.
No, I will say that there's a difference between being fast on the bases and having a.
Come on, don't beat that. That's not.
So a hard hit ball to the second baseman turns into a double play for the Rebels. So an immediate emotion killer right there on the double play. Kind of what happened last night. We led off with a base hit, and then we wound up having a strikeout thrown out to end the inning. Not to end the inning, but to get 2 quick outs.
Yeah.
But
Isn't that a pitcher's best friend? Double play pitcher's best friend.
can't really say too much. I mean, it was a hard hit ball. The guy made a nice play.
Yeah, just this is another guy who we really need to swing the bat because he can run too.
So it's going to bring up Brennan Villa.
Boom.
Yeah, I think Cooper got a good piece of that. Just one of those deals we hit it right at him.
Yeah. He's been hitting some atom bombs. Last night he lined out to the center fielder in his first at-bat as well, too. This time he hits a hard shot to the second baseman. Just unlucky for him.
Yeah, but that always comes around.
So 2 balls, 1 strike to Villa. Big hack right there by Villa. Swings through with a fastball, bringing the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Villa gets enough of that one to ricochet off to the backstop. We'll reset and do it again.
He's fighting.
Villa watches that one break back door for strike 3. And that's going to do it for the Wolves in the bottom half of the first inning. So in actuality, 3 up, 3 down, if you include the double play.
Yeah.
But no score going to the top half of the second inning. That's just a little too unfortunate right there for the Wolves. Because, I mean, you get what you want. You get the leadoff guy on. And then you wind up hitting into a double play. So, But you got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, they made the plays. I mean, we were talking all last night. It was about being able to put pressure on the defense and making them make the plays. Worked out for us late in the game last night,
right,
where they kind of balked and didn't make the play that they needed to. But you got to put pressure on them.
Got to put pressure.
You know, you can't go up there and not be aggressive. You can't go up there swinging at bad pitches. You know, good swings, good pitches. Put pressure on the defense. Make them make the plays.
So is it sustainable for us to keep playing how we were in the first inning, like having men on base, or do you want to see Cooper double down and maybe start getting some strikeouts?
No, we're fine there. We're fine there.
Yeah.
I think he's throwing a lot of strikes. We're making plays in the field. Buddha made a nice play. We just got to keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Left fielder, number 17, Brady Stevens.
So leading off for the Rebels in the top half of the second inning is going to be the left fielder, Brady Stevens.
I believe this is their
Cooper
coach. I believe this is their coach Ronnie Stevens' son, maybe his youngest.
Winchester with 2 quick strikes to Stevens. See, this is where we got to be a little bit more fine with our pitchers. We don't need to serve anything up for them to hit. You can afford to kind of go outside the zone and see if he chases. Let's test his discipline early in the game and get some mental notes about how we might be able to pitch him later.
Come on, Booter.
So a hard hit ball to Easton LeBlanc makes a great play. Great pick. Great pick over there by Cameron Kayemi after Easton LeBlanc snags the ball going up the middle of the field, which would have been for sure base hit. So LeBlanc robbing Stevens, and then Cameron Kayemi coming up huge on the ball in the dirt, picks it out of the ground, and he owes.
Excellent play by LeBlanc.
Excellent play.
Excellent.
I was going to say Easton LeBlanc owes Cameron Kayemi a little steak dinner.
Excellent play by both of those guys.
Yeah, beautiful
Excellent play.
Some great plays in the field to start the game.
Yeah, playing really good defense.
It's a little low.
So that's going to bring up number 10, Jacob Lott. So another hard hit ball. That one's actually going to find the hole. Corrales is going to cradle it in, get the ball back in, and for a single.
Number 22, Garrett Charlotte.
It's going to bring up Garrett Charalou. I think that's right. I don't know.
Let me see it.
Charlo?
That sounds good.
Charlo?
Charlo. Charlo.
Charlo? Maybe? Winchester misses low right there for ball 1.
Yeah, we need a 2-ball right here.
Changeup misses down and in, bringing the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Defense is playing pretty straight up right there with a snap throw to first base. Kayami puts the tag on. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Big swing right there by Sherrilou. Swings through that ball for a count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Winchester gets him to go fishing and pops the ball up. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
That's another thing Cooper does a real good job of. He keeps the ball down.
Well, he's not going to blow it past you.
Right.
Ball gets past Ankerson. That's going to cause the runner to advance. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second base. Yeah, I mean, Cooper's going to give up hits. And I mean, he's not a flamethrower by any means, right? I mean, he's going to be around the zone. He's got to depend on his ability to throw strikes with multiple pitches.
Right.
Being able to mix it up, because if he only has a fastball working for him, it's going to be a very short-lived night for him. So he's got to be able to get multiple pitches over for strikes in every count.
Big pitch right
So
here.
Sherrilou fouls that one off. So 3-2. Look like try to quick pitch him a little bit. Umpire calls time on that. I guess he wasn't ready.
Ooh.
It's a line drive to Corrales, who's in center field. He's going to come up catching the ball. Gets the ball in quick enough. Easton LeBlanc cuts it off for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs with a runner on second base.
We got a guy.
That was a decent at bat too.
Yeah, it was good at bat for him.
Right fielder number 18, Drake Sticker.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, Drake Sticker. See if we can leave him out there. You know, traditionally, your 9-hole is kind of like a second leadoff guy.
Right.
Right? So, you know, don't get confused. I mean, him hitting down in the bottom of the lineup, not at all.
Right.
I mean, he very, very good hitter, has the ability to spray the ball all over the place, although he does find himself in a quick 0-2 hole. But, yeah, a lot of times that 9-hole guy he's kind of your second leadoff guy.
Exactly.
0-2 count. Here's the delivery, and that's gonna drop in for a soft liner to right field. It's gonna score the run. So Sticker with a base hit on an 0-2 count. I think it was trying to be a backdoor breaking ball that broke right into his swing. He was a little out in front on it, and we got enough of it to drop it in right over the first baseman into right field. So.
Is that the pitch you're looking for? He just didn't throw it like he wanted to?
Well, I mean, I'm not so sure he's actually looking for that. I mean, you got multiple options right there. I think as an 0-2 pitch, it's probably too good of a pitch where he can still get the bat on it, especially if the ball is going to be breaking into his swing plane. So a right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter, that curveball is going to be breaking into his swing. So if he's looking to try to protect away and he anticipates being he's a little bit out in front, the slow pitch breaking into his swing plane gives him a chance to stay through the ball and hook it around, wind up just poking it into right field, versus, you know, your right-handed hitter probably swings through that because the ball's breaking away from his barrel. Base runner takes off. Ankerson fires it down to second base. Nails him at second.
Heck of a job.
Attaboy, Aiden Ankerson.
Yeah, heck of a job right there. But going back to what you were talking about, you know, that was just a good piece of hitting by that young man.
Of course.
Maybe you're saying you're right. Maybe it was a little bit, but still, 0-2, he gets the bat on the ball, gets it on the field, scores a run. A good piece of heat.
No, absolutely. I mean,
Hats off to that young man.
Not taking anything away from Sticker. I mean, that was a great opportunity, a great at bat, being able to make something happen when you're down in the deepest hole that you can be in 0-2, right? I mean, you look at the batting averages, and statistically, the 0-2 batting averages are dismal.
Right.
I mean, you're talking like 0-5-0 or something like that.
Sure.
But he was able to make something happen, and especially with runners in scoring position, that's all you can ask for. I mean, that's one of those at bats where you're like, whoo! I went from outhouse to penthouse real quick.
That's right. But like we talked about before, this is a very well coached team.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that he was looking for that, but 0-2, he gets the bat on the ball, he gets the run in. Kudos to them.
Yeah. So we're heading into the bottom half of the second inning, and you make a good play on defense, and you find yourself in the batter's box. How many times have you seen that, Stan?
Many times.
So that's going to bring Aiden Ankerson to the plate. The catcher just gunned somebody out at second base. Excuse me.
Shout out to Coach Gibby right there, looking very fit on first base. Very fit.
Very athletic. Check swing gets him going around for definite strike one.
Now, I saw that Aiden had a big hit against John Curtis.
He did. He had a triples. Wound up scoring Easton LeBlanc from first base. So Ankerson finds himself in an early 0-2 hole. He's been swinging the bat well. He's been putting some barrels on the ball. Fastball misses down and away. Yeah.
What grade is he in?
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
Vincent, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior as well.
You're a junior? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fastball misses upstairs.
Right back in it.
2-2.
Good pitch to hit right here.
Just be disciplined. Fouls it off right there.
Yep.
So Anderson finding himself in BG's mode,
So
staying alive.
Is there a pitch clock like all that new stuff or no?
There is, but generally, there's a 20-second pitch clock, but I'm noticing that
And he knew it. So Ankerson takes the breaking pitch for called strike three.
We had the pitch count. I mean, the clock called on us last week, right, Jeff? It was one game.
Yes.
Where the umpire said.
Yes. Over in the East Ascension tournament, they actually called the
But there's
ball
nothing-
on
no, like,
Cooper.
thing you can look at and be like, oh, I have this.
no.
much time.
The umpire either has it on his belt or he has it in his hand, and I'm not seeing either one of those there. So really, it was called.
Yeah.
It was called.
Yeah, because Cooper was on the mound.
Was
but
it-
the thing is that something that should be discussed in the at the lineup exchange?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
during the ground rules?
Absolutely.
Because he was completely unaware of it. In fact, it caught him off guard. I'm going to say he did not go around
He
on
didn't
that.
go.
He did not go.
That is absolutely something that should be discussed. And the way I believe, the way it's written now in high school, it's unfair to the pitcher, I believe. And I'll explain to you in a second.
Big hack right there by Marcus Newfield, who's fighting pitches off left and right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
In college, the batter has to be set in 10 seconds.
Right.
The batter has to be set in 20 seconds. So you're really not putting in. This is a young man we need right here. Marcus Newfield, we need him.
Yep. So Marcus swings over the breaking pitch for strike 3.
Shortstop, number 3.
For the second out of the inning.
Easton LeBlanc.
That's going to bring up Easton LeBlanc. Easton with a stellar play in the top half of the second inning.
And a beautiful backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much routine for him.
Yeah, he does.
I've seen him make that play many times.
He does have some really good range. He does.
You're right. You're right, though. You're right, though, Jeff. It's like a moment of suspense.
That was
with the
tight.
umpire. Is it? Is
Yeah.
it? Is it? No. Okay, good.
We weren't quite sure. So 2 balls, no strikes. Easton LeBlanc with a very healthy 2-0 hack.
Have you seen this umpire before where it's like
I
this
have
is
not,
his thing?
I have not. These gentlemen are from the New Orleans Association.
We've had the guy behind the plate. He's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I don't remember
As
him
long as they're consistent.
I don't remember him standing out as being someone that we felt like was just all over the place.
Well, no, we're talking about how he takes his time to make his calls.
Yeah.
So, but as long as he's making the right call consistently, though.
Yeah. And that's all you can ask for, right, Stan?
right.
Is just be
Amen.
consistent.
Amen.
Just be consistent. If your zone is what it is in the first inning, make it be what it is in the 7th inning. Make it be the same. That's all.
Amen.
Because when a batter gets in the batter's box, he's trying to understand what you're feeling tonight. If you're behind the plate, Stan, he's trying to figure out, okay, what do I have to work with tonight as far as zone is concerned?
Right.
Because, yeah, you can say that the zone is, from the letters to the knees or whatever they won't call it nowadays. But the truth is like zones kind of expand and contract. Called strike 3 right there. So the Wolves go down in order, 1, 2, 3. And Clifton strikes out the side right there.
If we'd had a man on, we probably would have obviously advanced the runner on that wild pitch. But,
Right.
He's a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean-
he's spotting up his pitches. He's got a little velocity.
Yep. Well, he's mixing it up,
Right.
and he's keeping the guys off balance, which, that's all you can ask for. I mean, that's the essence of pitching. I know we live in the era where everybody throws, 98 and above, right? I mean, it's the velocity era. It's let's just throw as hard, rear back and fire. But there's still a place in this game for guys to throw mid-level velocity, but be able to command multiple pitches and throw them for strikes. We saw it last night with John Montour. Tonight, seeing a pretty good matchup right now with guys being around the zone. And, there is a place for guys who can just pitch.
Is that the Greg Maddox philosophy?
You know what? That was an
Probably.
art. The mid-'90s when you had your Maddoxes, you had your Smoltz, you had Glavine, those guys from the Braves.
Right.
I could go on and on talking about guys who didn't throw really 90-plus all the time. Now, I'm saying they couldn't rear back and do it.
Right.
But, they made the ball move and they attacked the zone.
Right.
That's when pitching was like more of an art than it is just the ability to rear back and fire. So.
Well, I go in and out of a lot of locker rooms, getting dressed for umpire, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen the sign that says.
So Stricker comes up and hits a
on, boy.
chopper to Marcus Newfield. He's going to come up and he's going to hit him.
Nice call.
Ooh, bang, bang play over at first base. Great job by Marcus Newfield. Coming in on the slow roller, and the stretch by Kaimi over there beat him by probably a quarter of a step.
What a
I know
throw.
Buddy Turnage over there at third base is not too happy, but first base umpire is sticking to his guns, and that's going to be the leadoff out.
Once again, heck of a play by Marcus and Trent. Heck of a play. But I just want to make the point. I've seen so many signs that say nobody cares how hard you throw a ball for.
So this is Felger. That was Turnage who grounded out to third base. Felger pops foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Rebels get the early lead. Scores 1-0 right now.
And not only did you throw one of their players out, you threw his son out.
Small bit of bias there. Winchester gets in on the hands, and Bootery is traveling back towards the line. He comes up with it for the second out of the inning. So Felger pops out to Bootery for the second out of the inning.
So
And
it's looking like
that's gonna bring up number 34, Jude Cooley. Cooley hit a base hit to right field in his first at bat.
Nice play by Bootery right there. Nice play. Running behind the first baseman. Really nice.
it's a
Two
contact
nice plays this inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Can Easton LeBlanc
Oh,
cut
yes,
across
he
the
can.
field? winds up making the play, so the Rebels go down in order.
Contact and plays in the field.
1, 2, 3. As Cooper probably throws about maybe 6 pitches, 6 or 7 pitches right there. But nice plays along the defense. We had nice play by Marcus, nice play by Bootery, and then coming across the diamond was Easton LeBlanc for the 3rd out. So why don't we take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right, back for the bottom half of the 3rd inning right now. Due up for the Wolves, we have 7, 8, 9, Kiami, Bootery, and Hardwick.
You know, somebody needs to put a cape on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Trent Kiami. Put a cape on.
We just need to get a few things together. I mean,
yes.
The hits have been really scarce.
Well, a lot of these guys have been getting ahead in their counts, and they just haven't put the ball in play.
Fly ball to center field. Looks
get
like
out,
it's going to be
get out,
shallow. It doesn't drop in. Oh, great play. Great play by the center fielder, Jacob Lott. Comes in, makes the sliding grab on the soft liner in center field. So Kiami goes down on a really nice play by the center fielder.
Yes. Center fielder playing deep right there. Covers about 15 yards in a moment.
It's going to bring up Bootery. Brody Bootery, the second baseman. And we just need a few balls to fall. I mean, it's just kind of the same thing last night. It was like, it was just a merry-go-round up in the batter's box, but not in a good way. It was like you come up, sit down, come up, sit down, come up, sit down. And it only took us until the last inning to try to put something together. But, man, we just got to start. We got to get some mojo going early.
That's right.
Bootery turns on the first offering and pulls it foul, wakes up the Wolves in their first base dugout, and then takes the high breaking pitch for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Brody. Gets out in front of that one for a weak pop up to second base. Easily handed by the second baseman. Just going to bring up the right fielder, James Hardwick.
Now, I will tell you, he has been waiting for this moment for a while. He hasn't gotten many at-bats, has he?
No, he hasn't.
No, not really.
So hopefully, let's see if he can really kind of come through for us here and get Corrales to the plate. Both of these cats can run.
Been used as more of a as a defensive substitution late in the game.
Yes.
Right.
Really good defender for the Wolves, but to your point, not as many at-bats.
I think this is his first at-bat.
Is it?
Yes.
Finds himself in a favorable count right here. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
That's what you got to capitalize on.
Fastball right here. Fastball right here in the gap.
Looking 1 pitch, 1 zone. Put a good swing on it, be early. It'll be on time.
Ooh.
Hardwick a little bit late on that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Hardwick. Misses up top, pushing the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Big pitch right here. Come on.
Corrales waits on deck as the Wolves are looking to try to turn the lineup over. Ooh. So the delay call, right there throws Hardwick for a loop. He thought he had ball 4.
Was that a breaking ball or a straight on pitch? That was a little.
It looked like a
Looked
fastball.
like a fastball. So 3-2,
Come
two
on,
outs.
James. Come on, James. Refocus. Let's put the ball in play.
Takes strike 3.
Oh, wow.
This looks like the same pitch. So Hardwick goes down looking. It's going to end it for the Wolves in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We're going to head over to the top of the 4th. So Vincent, you got a future in broadcast media?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope to, pick the right college for me and hopefully go into that. I hope to do some of this stuff, at the school that I decide to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your draw to it? What do you like about it?
I don't know. I just, I watch too many sports is what people tell me, and just being able to, I like listen to these guys and they know so much. And it's like, if I watch this amount of sports but I can't play them, I can contribute in this way.
Yeah,
Nice,
no
I
doubt.
like it.
Do you have a specific broadcaster that you appreciate?
I like Kevin Harlan a lot.
Okay.
I like the way, especially on the radio, I like listening to radio broadcasts because I enjoy writing and stuff of that such, so being able to describe things in detail is
Nice.
kind of cool. And the way he does it, like he'll be describing uniforms and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you have a specific call that stands out to you?
From him?
Yeah.
No, but I do like Joe Buck and a lot
Yeah.
of his playoff calls
That's
that he has.
it's the thing about Buck is very polarizing.
Yeah,
Seems
yes,
like
a
so
lot of
many,
people. Yeah.
so many people can't stand him, and
It's
I
I hear a
actually
lot
enjoy
because
him.
they're like, oh, he lacks enthusiasm, but I just feel like he knows how to read the moment and what to say and how
Yeah.
to say,
I actually really appreciate Joe Buck. I know that's probably gonna not win favor in
Right.
the eyes of those listening to us right now, but
Also, I like the Mets a lot, and their play-by-play guy that's been around forever. He knows a lot of things about the game and all these stories, and he's enjoyable to listen to.
so leading off for the Rebels is going to be Dalton Sabath, otherwise known as Diesel. Finds himself in an 0-2 hole following a changeup and a fastball. So gets a ground ball to third base. Another beautiful backhand by Marcus, but
Oh, Lord.
winds up overthrowing first base, and that's going to give an extra base to Sabath on that ball right there. And I know that was a beautiful play by Marcus. I just don't know whether or not it was almost one of those where did it warrant the throw or not, but I guess you
Right.
got to try to make it,
Yeah, he was just a little unbalanced on that throw.
Yeah, so
And I assume that call they made earlier where it was pretty close, probably he was like, maybe if I get this in there, I can get the call.
I thought he had a real chance there, just kind of sailed on him.
let's see if they open up the small ball bag right here. Yep. Little bunt right there for a strike, and then
They're gonna
we're going to back
get
pick
him.
over here,
There
get
we
the guy
go.
at second base. So a bunt through, bunted through the ball for a strike, and Ankerson on heads up winds up getting the base runner at second base, which was a courtesy runner for the catcher, adding insult to injury right there for the Rebels.
I'm a little excited.
Typically your courtesy runners, you want them actually, be better than the guy that you're replacing. I'm pretty sure the catcher could have been picked off like that. But so Wolves wound up catching a break right there, wound up getting that leadoff out.
Excellent play by Ankerson. It's something we needed right there.
Yeah.
Something we needed to, in a one-run ball game, every out counts. That's a big out right there.
Yeah, no, it's a big out. It really is.
Guy on second with nobody out. That's a big because they're fixing to try to bunt him to third and
Yep.
try to, what I'm saying, the whole play.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's a big timeout right there by Ankerson.
It's a 180 swing. It really
Yes.
was a 180
Yes,
swing.
yes.
Because they could be staring down less than 2 out, runner on third base, less than 2 outs. And any type of ball in play would traditionally score the runner from third base.
Yes.
Instead, you're looking at 1 out, nobody on.
Right.
So
And a 1-2 count.
and a 1-2 count. You're right. So changeup gets Smith swinging through. Wolves doing a little strikeout dance for themselves. So what turned into turned from being runner on second base with nobody out into a quick 2 out, nobody on base hole for the Rebels.
And kudos to that kid. Really big kudos. Because, he's sitting behind an All-American, sitting behind an Air Force commit. He knows that he's only probably going to get to play when Cooper pitches.
Ground ball, Marcus Newfield comes up with it, makes the throw across the diamond, and that's
Little redemption.
gonna do it for the Rebels in the top half of the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down right there. Probably not the most conventional way of getting a 3 up, 3 down,
but we will take
it works.
Yes.
It definitely works. So, and it's good to see. It's good to see the defense making the plays. Okay, I mean they're putting some balls in play, and we're making them. In fact, we're making the difficult plays. Marcus with 2 balls hit to him over there at third base. One of them a really difficult backhand down the line, which no one would have blamed him if he gets past him on that, because that's a tough play to make, trying to go to your backhand down the line, which would have easily ended up, the runner would have easily ended up in the same spot at second base. But, the other thing about that is kudos to Marcus for being able to have a short memory.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
typically you got a guy who, he makes an error, and now he's swimming around in his own dome, and the next ball that gets hit to him,
He goes right back to it.
Typically, he kind of follows suits, right? I mean, I want to make this throw better than I did before, and you squeeze the ball a little bit tighter, wound up making the same mistake. But, he kept his composure. Hey, I do this 1,000 times at practice a week. It's just a ground ball, makes the easy throw across the diamond to Kayemi for the 3rd out. So kudos to him.
Isn't that funny how the ball always finds you the second
Always
time?
finds you, right? So that's going to bring us back to the top half of the lineup with Cody Corrales, who led off the game with a base hit. The only hit of the game so far.
We need some base runners terribly.
Yep. Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Fastball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd love to see Cody drop a bunt down.
Oh, that'd be so sweet. Third baseman's playing back.
Yeah. If I had speed, that would be one of the things that has to be in my
Oh,
arsenal.
come on, Jeff.
Has to be.
I
in my
heard
arsenal.
you could run a little bit. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have been talking to my mom. Corrales gets
Get out of
underneath
play,
that
get
one.
out of play.
Is it
It's out of
far
play.
enough
It's out.
out? Yes, it
Out of
is.
play.
First baseman couldn't quite reach it over the fence. So we're going to reset and do that again with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Yeah, the only person that I know that would say I was a Blazer would probably be my mom, because
Your
she
mom.
probably wouldn't say anything negative about me. Somebody probably said I was slow, and she turned around and said, "No, he's not."
No, he's not.
Thanks, Mom. So Corrales swings through the off-speed pitch. Should be an easy put out at first base. So another strikeout tallied up for Clifton. That's his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th strikeout out of 10 hitters.
All right, Attila needs to step up right here.
Just got to try to find a barrel. Look,
That's
we don't need a hole.
he has found a barrel. He's just got to find a gap.
Yeah, it's true. To find a hole, let's put it that way. Undisciplined swing through a changeup right there. I think that's him trying to do too much.
Oh,
I think that
100%. He's trying to tie the game in 1 pitch.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think in his situation, sometimes I feel like he feels like he's got to try to make up for everything all at one moment,
Yeah. One of the best advice I ever got in sports is just don't try to do too much.
Right. I think that's probably the case. So no balls, 2 strikes. Takes a fastball off the plate for ball 1. When he's going good, he's driving the ball the other way.
Yeah.
He's letting the ball get deep. He's making deep points of contact. Fouls that one off.
I like our little car sound effect.
Somebody's got to turn the lights off in right center field.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, if you could please turn your lights off.
Yeah, with no banners.
Yeah,
out
I mean,
that section.
not only that, we don't even have a sign up where that person is sitting. So we're going to have to make an announcement, or somebody's going to have to go out there and tell him to turn his lights off, because, I mean, the lights are literally shining into the hitter. So I don't know how somebody doesn't notice that. Like, can you please turn your lights off in center field?
trying to think of who is out there that I know.
Somebody's like, oh, there's not a banner here. I can watch the
Make some
game
calls.
Yeah.
from center field, but I'm just going to leave the lights shining in the eyes of the hitter.
Ball 4?
There we go. It's ball 3.
Good discipline right there, because that's the same pitch that he wound up chasing earlier in the
Right.
count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Winchester, which I'm even surprised that he's not even – it must not be affecting him, I guess,
No.
because that would be like, hold on, call
Yeah,
time,
hold on.
turn the
hold on.
lights off. Oh,
That hit him.
hit him in the
That hit him.
– yeah.
Right in the guard. Hey, we got one on.
All right, so they must have been tuned into the broadcast right there.
Thank
because
you so much, sir.
The lights
Yeah.
went off. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So Cooper gets hit by a pitch. Gives us a
Is
base
Cooper
runner right
running
here.
for himself?
He's the pitcher. If you asked him, he probably doesn't want somebody
there's
to
no
run
doubt.
for him.
There's no doubt. Ultimate warrior right here.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing, though. He doesn't have really a lot of base running experience because as the catcher, typically, you wind up getting run for. Although in his mind, he thinks he's Ricky Henderson.
Oh, there's no question.
So that's going to bring up Brennan Villa. Big hack right there on a pitch that's a little up in the zone.
You know, Villa has a lot of ability.
Yeah, Villa's
A lot
got
of
some
ability.
juice.
Yeah.
He does have some
He's
juice.
a guy who – he's another one. God, if he could lay down like a nice little bunt down the third base line.
He offers that breaking pitch, which I think was going to be a strike.
Yeah.
He's a little out in front. I've watched him the past couple nights from this view right here, and I got a great view of where he is. He's getting a little out on his front side. I think he needs to sit back a little bit, let the ball get to him, make some deeper points of contact. His hands are plenty quick enough. He can let the ball travel and not be so far out in front.
Yeah.
So 0-2 to Villa.
Okay.
Check swings
Check
and
swing.
hits that one foul.
Deeper point of contact. Does that mean let it travel in layman's terms?
Well, yeah, I mean, in essence, you're allowing the pitch to get to you a little bit deeper. You know, and when you think about it, the bat's at its fastest in the initial point of the swing, right?
Gotcha.
So when that barrel starts to turn deep in the swing, it's at its fastest point, right? It only begins to decelerate as it begins to get to the extension part of the swing. I mean, you do want to make contact and extend through it, but the deeper you catch it, the tighter the rotation, the harder the barrel swing. So Villa goes down swinging right there for strike 3. It's going to be the second out of the inning.
I can definitely tell that you paid attention in exercise physiology.
Why is that?
You just went over the key components to hitting.
Physics.
Ankerson steps into the batter's box. It's going to miss right there for ball 1. I would like to see at least an attempt to steal right here. I mean, they're playing really deep.
Catcher's real good, though.
But I think Cooper's really good at delay steal. So
All
I
right,
wouldn't
let's see this.
I wouldn't doubt that he tries
Right,
to do a little delay steal. And look, worst case scenario, if he gets thrown out, Ankerson's a good leadoff guy.
Yeah,
He's been
right.
swinging the bat well. I wouldn't mind him leading off the inning after
Sure,
seeing a few
sure.
extra pitches. So I'm willing to take the chance right here just to get the runner in scoring position.
Oh,
So Ankerson drives this ball to right center field. Center fielder comes in, makes the grab, and that's going to end the threat for the Wolves in the bottom half of the 4th inning. So fly out 8 right there. Yeah, we just can't make something happen. You
This,
know,
this
I'm not trying to take anything away from Clifton, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts out of 12 outs.
he's pitching a pretty good game right here.
He is, but I think we got to be a little bit more cognizant of our zone that we're swinging in. I'm seeing a bunch of swings that are out in front. We need some good backside hitting just to kind of get some balls in play. So we're going to head to the top half of the 5th inning. Wolves are in a hole, 1-0 to the Rebels, behind some really good pitching by Clifton. It's hip hop night at the ballpark, in case you couldn't hear the background music.
I like your case, Coach Stamp.
I really do. We really do need to petition whoever's doing Game Changer for us to do live Game Changers,
Oh, yeah.
so that at least we can kind of see statistically, where we are in regards to like
Right.
pitch counts, percentage of pitches. I mean, you can see a lot and be able to tell a little bit more, but we don't.
Who does that?
We don't go live.
Who does that?
I don't know.
We need to get some student on that.
Yeah.
So if you're a high level student,
No, we
Come
do.
see
I mean,
us.
we have
It's a
somebody.
student doing it
It's
over
somebody
there,
doing it
yeah.
in the dugout. I just don't know who it is. But we got to go live. I'm sorry. We got to go live. I mean, we got wireless internet around here. Tap into the internet. So a hard hit ball to Marcus Newfield at third base. Comes up, makes the throw across the diamond,
It's the recipe right there.
and Lott is retired in one pitch. So one pitch, one out.
time. Here comes Coach Mick. Let me just tell you this. Not only does the pitcher love that, but oh my God, does the umpire love that?
I'm sure he does.
Oh, the umpire loves that.
Yeah, I'm sure the
one
entire
pitch, one out. Umpire loves that.
Why is that?
Moving the game along, baby. Moving the game along.
So that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 22, Garrett Sherrilou.
There we go.
That's what I'm going with. So fouls that pitch off right there, finding himself in a quick 0-2 hole.
Get ahead, stay ahead. Get ahead, stay ahead.
Well, let's see if we can pitch around the zone now.
That's
Not a bad pitch right there. We're changing eye level. We're causing him to chase. Maybe just a hair up, but, in reality, I think he just did a good job of getting a piece of that one.
yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some breaking pitch down in the zone after that. Nope. Going right back up with the fastball out of the zone and gets Sherrilou to chase
Two quick
right
outs
there
right there, baby. 2 quick outs.
for strike 3. So 2 quick outs right there for the Wolves. So with 2 outs, it's going to bring up Drake Stricker, who had an RBI base hit on an 0-2 pitch in his last at bat. Cooper gets him to foul off an off-speed pitch for the first strike. So that's a high pop up in the infield. Boutery should be able to come up with it. Oh, no, Easton LeBlanc is going to take over. And that's going to do it in the top half of the 5th inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Wolves. We head over to the bottom half of the 5th. So pop up to the shortstop. Let's take a quick break right here, and we're going to be right back. So Marcus Newfield is going to step into the batter's box in the bottom half of the 5th inning with the Wolves down 1-0. And as much as we've not been able to get things going offensively, we're just talking about it. We're in the ball game. I mean, it's not getting away from us. We're just sticking around, waiting for that big hit. Marcus finds himself in a little bit of a hole right now, 0-2 after chasing 2 breaking pitches down in the zone. Just missed off the plate right there, does Clifton, which is a really good pitch.
I thought that was a great pitch.
It was a really good pitch. I mean, Marcus has offered both times at that breaking ball. You got to see if he's going to offer again, and there it is. So 4 breaking pitches in a row. You know, kudos to Clifton for sticking with that pitch. I mean, if you're not going to make an adjustment on it, then I'm just going to keep throwing it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's going to bring Easton LeBlanc into the batter's box with 1 out.
There we go.
There we go. All right,
there we go.
Nice line drive by Easton LeBlanc to left field. So LeBlanc's going to reach base.
Number 6, Cam Kayemi.
Very
on a
nice
base
piece of hitting
hit
right there. Very nice
to left
piece of hitting.
field. Now we just got to put a couple together,
Yes,
boys. Let's
yes.
go. Put them together. Let's try to make some things happen right here. At this point, and I know there's a little bit of strategy going on here, but I think you got to take the pulse of your team, right? And right now we're not doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
You almost got to think about maybe manufacturing something right here. It'd be a great opportunity if the count presents itself. Maybe a little hit and run action. You know, even if you get a guy swing through a ball,
right?
You know, the catcher's got a good arm, but it's still a tough play to make when you're trying to throw somebody out.
And LeBlanc can run.
Yeah. There's a lot of off-speed pitches being thrown. I know he's quick to the plate, Clifton is, but breaking pitches are not necessarily a catcher's best friend when you're trying to throw somebody out. So it may be a great opportunity to try to get something going.
Oh.
It's the other thing, too. You know, you get a guy in motion, you know, winds up breaking up the double play, but, you know, another hard-hit ball. It's the second 4-6-3 that we've had tonight after a base hit. So unlucky break right there for the Wolves as Kayemi hits into the 4-6-3 double play to end the inning for the Wolves. And, man, I mean, you got to give credit to Clifton. Another night where the opposing pitcher is just kind of methodically going out there inning after inning, making his pitches. And, you know, the Wolves just can't catch a break, man. Can't put more than 1 hit together back-to-back to try to make a big inning happen.
These games are 9 innings, right?
No,
7.
7. Okay.
Major League's 9.
Well, yeah.
Everyone else 7. And those in college, the second game of the doubleheader is sometimes 9.
Is the World Series 9 or is the World Series like all the in the tournament and all that for college? Is that all 7?
I believe it's 7.
College plays 9.
College
plays
9? Okay.
Yeah, college plays 9.
That's what I thought. I was confused with staying with
Speaking of that, but not looking ahead on my schedule, next Wednesday, I do know that the LSU Fighting Tigers are taking on the Southeastern Fighting Lions, and I did hear, yes, and I did hear that maybe our favorite son may be on the mound.
Oh yeah,
wow.
I actually watched him. I watched him like a week ago, I think.
A nice
if he is pitching in Hammond, I will be there.
Oh no, we all need to make a race to go.
So that's going to turn the lineup over. So number 3, Trey Turnage, top of the lineup for the Rebels, steps into the batter's box for the 3rd time against Winchester, and he misses in. Oh,
no,
they called it a strike.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. The delay threw me off. Winchester misses with the changeup down, bringing the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think the first one may be a gift.
Another changeup misses down. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Good job by Turnage laying off of the off-speed down in the zone. Cooper comes back with a fastball, gets him to foul it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. I guess if anything, the 2 changeups kind of threw off the velocity. You know, and really all you got to do is make a big difference between your softest changeup and your hardest fastball. I mean, to be effective, you're really just trying to toy with the timing, right? I mean, your fastball could be 80 miles an hour. If you change up 70, a 10-mile-per-hour difference, that's enough to throw someone off. So Winchester gets Turnage to swing through the fastball.
He reached back on
right
that
there.
one, brother. He reached back. He challenged him right there.
So Turnage is going to go down for his 2nd strikeout of the game. So it's going to bring up number 19, Palmer Felger. Felger's 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit and a pop up to the second baseman.
I thought that was a strike.
Well, I thought that one was. It just missed it.
That's why I don't know when to key it in because I'm always waiting to see. I'm waiting to see the color
That's
strike.
right.
Is he gonna,
He takes that pause, read and react thing really seriously.
So two really close pitches down into the zone, obviously missed for 2 balls and no strikes, forcing Winchester to kind of serve it up a little bit. So.
I don't think Cooper was happy with that one either.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's late in the game. Let's not get to a point where we're starting to squeeze now. I mean,
Right. You gotta have the zone has to be the
I
same.
think we've seen that. Call earlier in the count, but so a walk on 4 pitches that are floating right around the zone. I mean, if they really are missing, then they ain't missing by much.
They ain't missing by much, dog. They ain't missing by much.
So first walk for Cooper gets him to pop up to right field. Hardwick is settling underneath it for the second out of the inning. And the fog is starting to settle in here.
Indeed.
It's getting a little hazy out there, which I hope doesn't play a role in some late inning fireworks. But so 2 outs right now. Cooley gets retired with the pop-up to right field. So fly out 8 for Cooley, which is going to bring up the catcher. The catcher, number 15, Dalton Sabath. Winchester throws over to first base. Gets Felger diving back. So change-up gets Sabath to swing through it. Called strike 2. Snap throw to first base by Ankerson is not in time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see if we get some action right here. So Winchester just misses with the fastball up and in, bringing the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still have the ability to kind of play around outside the zone. You don't have to serve anything up. Misses up top with a fastball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A good running count right here for the base runner. Let's see if they try to get some wheels in motion. Nope. Winchester misses down. They will be in motion right here with full count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Surprised we're not seeing Kayemi behind the base runner right here, even though he's at first base, but got to challenge him right here. Sabath fouls that one off. So we're going to reset and do it all over again.
Oh, this is Diesel right here?
This is the Diesel.
Diesel.
Dalton the Diesel.
Yep. I think he was their quarterback last year.
All 4 misses. So Sabath walks.
I guarantee
Bringing
that
up-
they're not running for Diesel this time.
Bringing up Luke Smith
Yeah, last time didn't work out too well.
with 2 outs. Looks like we're going to see a little action in the bullpen. Looks like Andrew Iannusa got the call. He's going to go rush down and get himself loosened up, which, this is the 3rd time seeing Cooper, and listen, he doesn't have anything outstanding. He's just doing a good job of trying to mix things up a little bit, but that can only last for so long. So a fly ball to Villa in left field, settles underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. I was worried that he was going to have a hard time seeing it as the fog starts to roll in here. So Smith is retired, and so is the threat going in the 6th inning. So we're heading into the bottom half of the 6th. Wolves got to be putting something together here. It's still a 1-0 ball game. So
where we at in their lineup, boss?
fly out 7. So let's see. We are at 8-9-1 right here for the Wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kayemi hit into the 4-6-3. So we're going to have Bootery, Hardwick, and Corrales. coming up. So hopefully we can put a 2-spot up, go out there and
Yes, sir. You know, I tell you, a vast improvement over the past couple of years. You know, fly balls out here for sure last year were just a crapshoot. I mean, when it went up, I used to hold my breath.
we definitely had our challenges, yes.
Yeah.
Except when they were in center field for sure.
Yes. Oh, yes. Superman was out there in center field. Yeah. But I really, really am pleasantly surprised with Hardwick and Villa.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of first time varsity experience guys kind of stepping up and kind of making a name for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a competitive situation right now, especially in the outfield. Got a lot of guys that have the ability to cover ground, make some things happen, make the plays, and you know, it's right now. I'll be honest with you, it's all going to come down to really if you can continue to hit. I mean, that's
right.
You know, you either got to show you can hit, or it's going to be next man up. So Bootery chases that breaking ball for strike one.
Defense is good, but if you can hit, they'll find a spot for you.
Yeah, I mean, right now, especially when hits are hard to come by, if somebody can get hot, they're not coming out the lineup. I'm telling you right now. And it doesn't matter who it is. So Bootery takes that pitch for a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes. Clifton is up there dealing right now. I mean, him and Cooper are going back and forth with pitch counts being so low. I mean, they're just chasing that breaking pitch.
He is just in such a groove. He is in a groove, and he's feeling it. And somebody's got to get him out of the groove.
Yeah, we just need one hit off of him to really shake him up.
9 strikeouts right now for Clifton. That's going to bring up James Hardwick, right fielder.
James.
Jeez and Pete's. I mean, we are just offering left and right at that pitch.
I can tell you this.
At least we're being aggressive, but
we may get this dude a D1 scholarship.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we just got to get him up in the zone and let the ball travel. At this point in time, the percentage of breaking pitches, that little cutter or slider that he's throwing is so far supersedes the fastball.
There we go.
Although Hardwick drives this ball to right field.
Solid contact.
They come up making the play. So a fly out to left field is the second out of the inning. Man, we just keep getting up there and going out in order.
Yeah.
We got to put something together here. I mean, it's getting late. We're running out of outs.
Yeah.
So it's going to put us to the top half of the lineup. Corrales is up, who has 1 of 2 hits for the Wolves tonight. Good job. Finally, somebody taking that pitch.
We need a 2-out rally bad here.
Yeah.
2-out rally.
So 1 ball, no strikes for Corrales. Takes the fastball. Finds himself in a 2-0 count.
He needs to extend the inning any way he can. He needs to get Winchester to the plate any way he can.
We can't miss the hittable fastball.
He has done a great job whenever he's really had to have it thrown a strike.
Yeah. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, Corrales. Come on, baby.
That's a hard line drive.
Yes, sir.
Going to find the hole
sir.
To center field. So a 2-out knock by Corrales. That's his 2nd hit of the night. And that's all you really need.
Yep.
Just something hard hit up the middle, right?
I wish you had an earpiece in Cooper's ear right now so you could tell him. Not too much, Big Daddy.
Not too much.
Not too much, Big Daddy.
See, this is where we got to push the envelope right here.
Right.
As far as getting,
you got our fastest dude right here.
We got to put some sort of pressure on him to throw somebody out. I mean, we got a best opportunity to steal a bag right here with Corrales. You got a left-handed hitter up there, a guy who's throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. I mean, it's a matrix of this would be the opportunity to try to get something happening right now.
Right. And I love the word matrix.
Yeah, you got to put all the information into a little, little matrix, right?
Yo, if he can get the ball in one of these gaps, Corrales may be able to score from first.
Yeah, but we got to get in motion. That's not what we need.
That's not going to do it.
pop
Maybe,
up.
maybe.
It's trouble. It's trouble. It's trouble. It falls
down.
in.
No.
It
Go.
falls
Here,
in.
just like
and
we
they're going
talked
to throw the
about.
ball away.
Yes.
Corrales is
Oh.
going to wind up coming around the score.
Wow.
Yes. Did I not just talk that into motion?
Listen,
Did I
There
not
you
just
go.
talk that into
Stan,
motion?
You did. You
yes.
said it. You
The
said it,
fog,
Stan.
I think, plays a role
Corrales scored.
and spins the left fielder around, and it drops in for a base hit. It's not the sexiest base hit,
Hey,
but it falls in.
Hey,
so-
whoa. Stop that. The way we're at now.
Yes, we'll
we're
take
not,
it.
Yeah, yes.
We'll take it.
Corrales, with that type of speed, if the ball hit the ground, I knew he'd have a chance. Todd sent him immediately. We made a great play. Here
Yeah.
comes Coach Turnus.
Yeah, so the ball falls in left field.
Yeah, falls.
Visualization probably playing a role in that, but with Corrales' speed, and he was going on contact, scores all the way from first base, and the Wolves, once again,
1-1.
late innings, find a way to tie the game up
And
in a
look,
pinch.
And look, I know it's not the same. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. But, in the Mandeville football game, we needed a big play. And we hit Brennanville on a fade route.
Yeah.
You remember that right side of the end zone?
Yes.
So hopefully, we take that big playability and we bring it right here.
Yep. So this is where Brennan's got to grow up real fast in
Right.
this situation, because there's 2 outs with a base open, and I guarantee you, Buddy Turnage, with an extensive baseball background, walked out to the mound and told his pitcher, "Hey, we got a base open with 2 outs.
right.
We got a right-handed hitter up on deck. We've been dealing all night long with the right-handers and doing well. Just don't put anything out over the plate that he's going to be able to tee off on. First pitch, backdoor breaking ball, not the easiest pitch in the world to manage. But, you got to be smart with a base open, and I'm sure that's what Buddy Turnage tells him.
Once
So
again,
misses down low. With
once again, if he can get the ball down the line, Winchester will score.
All he's got to do is hit
Get
a back.
it,
Look,
yeah,
let
down
the
the
ball
line.
get deep. Backside base hit right here.
Even with the shortstop holding him on, we might have a shot in the gap right there.
And I take my chances. I mean, the dew's settling in. The dew's settling in on the outfield. You can kind of see the moisture on the grass.
Yeah, right.
The lights are shining off of it. So chances are, if there's a base hit in the outfield, the ball's going to be wet.
You're really painting a picture there, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Come on, Brandon.
I mean,
right here, big dog.
Good take right there. Good take. Exceptional take because of what we've been going through all night
Yes.
long. We've been offering at that pitch all night long, and it's been putting Clifton in very good positions. And
All right,
now
this is a
it's-
fastball.
It's
This
3-1.
is going to be a fastball.
Not necessarily. 3-1 with the base open. He could very well try to flip a breaking pitch up there because he's got nothing to lose. Yep. It doesn't hurt him right there. If anything else, it winds up giving Clifton a little bit of room to breathe because a ground ball winds up creating a force all over the place, right? So nothing really hurt from them. We got a right-handed hitter up, and Clifton's been having a field day with right-handed hitters.
Watch this kid put a cape on right here. Watch this kid put a cape on
So
right
Aiden
here.
Ankerson, who could very easily change the outcome of this game with one swing right here. Been swinging the bat good lately. Just got to get a pitch he can hit. Takes a
the
breaking
last
pitch.
the last at bat he just missed it. I think he just got underneath it.
With the amount of breaking pitches that we've been seeing, especially right-handed hitters, I'd almost go up there looking off speed.
Right.
I know that's not traditionally what we want to do. You want to look fast, adjust off speed. But as many breaking pitches as we've been seeing, that's his go-to right now. I mean, it's almost like he's throwing that pitch for strikes more than he's throwing the fastball for a strike. So Ankerson in a hole, 0-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Come on, Aiden.
Runners are going to be moving on contact.
He got
Ankerson gets
it.
underneath it. Could be an easy play for the first baseman, and it is, and the side is retired, but not before the Wolves wind up eking out a run and tying the game in the bottom half of the 6th inning. So it's 1-1 going into the 7th. I wonder if we're going to wind up seeing Cooper come back out there, or are we going to wind up seeing it looks like he's going to go back out there for a 7th inning of work.
How many pitches do you think he's thrown?
I wish I could tell you because, I don't know if his pitch count is running up very high. He's had several innings where he's gone out there and thrown less than 10 pitches.
Yeah, if I had to guess, he's not over 60 or 70 pitches.
I would not disagree with that. Between him and Clifton, I mean, the only thing about Clifton is that he hasn't had as many early count balls put in play.
Right.
You know, he's got 9 strikeouts. So obviously that's telling you, I mean, there's 27 pitches right there. So he's been throwing a lot more pitches.
Right.
He's being effective, but he's definitely a little bit more than what Cooper has. Doesn't have a whole lot of strikeouts. He's only got 4, but he's got balls that they've been putting in play.
Yes,
so,
yes.
And the fog
And
is
he's-
definitely
and
It's
getting
settling
thicker.
in.
And he's been getting ahead on every batter.
Yeah, which helps.
Is this the last inning?
No.
Well,
I mean,
it's
we're
the
gonna
7th inning,
finish it out.
so
Yeah, we're at the top
we'll
of the
see.
7th.
But
We'll see
you
what
know,
happens.
we've been playing in so many close games. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
almost like you get used to it. Now, you know, as a coach and as a fan, you would really like to not have to play.
This is our 8th game here. I want to say out of 8 games that we've been playing in, 6 of them have been 1-run ball games. I mean, the Zachary game, we wound up winning by 3, but other than that,
Right.
outside of the lopsided game against the Alabama team that we played, it's definitely been 1-run ball games the whole time.
Right.
So Bordes is telling me that it's 79 pitches, Game Changer says.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bordes.
He's going to be missed on that one.
No,
Wait, what?
So that was a ball.
Come on,
Okay.
dog.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you, Johnny. Attacking the zone right here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is, who is this? Who do we have hitting here? This is Brady Stevens.
Yeah.
Stevens is 0 for 2 today. The ground ball to shortstop and a ground ball to third base, who fights off that pitch right there.
Like I said, his father was the All-State catcher at East Cold Classique
Oh, okay.
circa 1985.
South Shore School. Change up right there, gets fouled off.
I believe he and Buster Weidenbacher won the state championship that year.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Called strike 3 for out number 1.
Strikeout. Start.
Winchester gets his 5th strikeout. Stevens goes down looking,
Yeah, he's not happy about that either.
and that's going to bring up Jacob Lott. It's a huge out right there. Late in the game.
Huge out.
To get the leadoff guy,
Huge out.
still got to be able to attack the zone. I'm not saying that he throws hard, but it seems like his velocity hasn't really dropped off much since the
No.
beginning. You know, so what he went with in the first inning still kind of has towards the end, even though he's 80 pitches deep.
He's a very strong young man with a lot of, what's the word when you keep going and going and going?
Longevity?
Intensity.
Intensity?
No. I'll think of it in a minute.
So catches the top part of the zone right there for a strike.
Pearl River fans aren't happy with that.
No, the 2 previous pitches were, I think, probably about another ball up, just from the way that I've been looking at him over here. He brought that one a little bit lower. So Winchester gets him to chase. Bootery's going to get underneath it. So pop up to the second baseman is going to be the second out of the inning.
His cardiovascular endurance is
So
pretty strong.
endurance, there you go.
Cardiovascular endurance. Somebody reach back on that.
It was depth right there. So Charlot steps into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 today with a line out to center field and a strikeout. So that changeup misses right there for ball 1. Cooper's just got to be careful with that changeup, man. I mean, if he just leaves that up in the zone, it could be danger. So a ground ball up the middle is going to find its way into center field. So Charlot is on first with a base hit. Still 2 outs. And Drake Sticker is going to step into the batter's box, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI single in his first at-bat. Popped up to shortstop in his second at-bat.
I just got a text message from Coach Emily. She said Cooper is very perseverant.
The perseverant, okay. All right.
Brother Rayward.
Eric Anderson really liked when I said that Cade was our favorite son.
Yes, I'm sure he would.
Shout out to Eric Anderson.
So a fly ball to right
Come on,
field.
James. Come on,
Hardwick
James.
underneath. It should be a can of corn, and it is. So Sticker flies out to right field. And the Wolves go into the bottom half of the 7th inning in a 1-1 tie. Come on, let's do it again.
let's
Come
win
on,
it.
two nights in a row. Let's go.
Let's win this game right here. I love you, man. I love you. I love you.
Turnage with some commentary as he heads over back to
And
the
look,
first
not
base dugout.
not only is he a very good football coach, he is a very good man, very good guy.
So Clifton is going to be replaced by, it looks like, number 12 maybe?
I thought that was 14. 13.
So Luke Smith goes from first base to the mound.
24 is
So
on first.
The Wolves are going to go from seeing a righty to a lefty. And that's going to close the book on Clifton, who, I mean, for all intents and purposes,
pitched
had
a
one
hell of a game.
outstanding
Hell of a game.
night. I mean, you give up one unearned run right there. Going seven innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 hits. You had 1 hit by pitch and 1 free pass in the entire evening.
Heck of an outing by
That's
that
an
young
outstanding
man.
outing. I don't care who you are. I got to give credit where credit was due. 2 nights in a row, the Wolves have seen 2 pitchers who have really done an excellent job on the mound.
Well,
one in the lefty in the Pope John Paul pitcher last night, Amy, and then tonight with Clifton. And you really do have to give these kids credit. They've executed their pitches. They stuck with what was working for them. They exploited the vulnerability of the Wolves lineup. And both of them, well, I mean, Amy went 6 and third?
2 and
6 and 2/3.
Yeah, I think so.
And then they replaced them, and then they wound up having to walk off last night. But I mean, kudos to,
something that we talk about
Clifton.
something that we talk about all the time. If you show up with that St. Paul's in New Jersey, you're going to get their best.
Yeah.
Nobody just shows up here just to say what's up.
Right.
That's just the way. And then you just got to know that every game we play for the other team is a gigantic game.
Yep.
This is a big game for Pearl River. It was a huge game for Pope John Paul.
And, you know, in all actuality, it's a big game for St. Paul's as well, too.
Yes.
Because let's be honest, when the hitting is not there, I mean, it is virtually non-existent. And
Right.
And when I say that, I don't mean we haven't been getting hits. I'm saying those 4 or 5 hits an inning where you're putting up
Right.
7, 8 hits a game.
Right.
You know, and you're not being able to manufacture runs. You got to be able just to stick around ball games. And the pitching and the defense has kept us in ball games long enough to
There we
get
go.
some things going.
There we go.
So there's a base hit by Marcus Newfield. Gets underneath the glove of the right fielder, but not enough to allow him to advance. And so the leadoff runner for the Wolves is on in the bottom half of the 7th inning, which this is how we got to manufacture right
Yes.
here. And I would not put it past it. We are going to see Easton LeBlanc square around right here. There's no question right here. All he needs to do is get the ball to the first baseman. The left-handed pitcher is going to be falling off the right side. He's going to go towards third base, make the first baseman field the bunt right here, and let's win the execution battle.
Oh, shoot.
All right, well, there we go.
Somebody at third.
We catch a
Somebody at
break.
third.
Catch a break right there on the errant throw by the third baseman who fielded it super cleanly.
Fielder's choice on the bunt.
Barehanded it.
Barehanded it. I mean,
LeBlanc.
like I said, we wanted the first baseman to field it, not the third baseman to field it, because we didn't want that scenario playing out.
You
But
bunt again here?
in actuality, oh yes, absolutely, I'm bunting right now. There's no question about it. Up until this point, we haven't been proving that we are consistent enough swinging the bats to where we can actually depend on a base hit right here.
Right.
I'm squaring around. We're putting the runners on second and third. This time, we got to make the third baseman field it. And Cameron did a good job of bunting the ball the other day. I want to say he bunted it. Whoa, that was a bootery. But we got to get the third baseman to field the bunt right here.
Yes.
Everybody in the ball. Hey, I should stand up and announce it. Hey, we all know.
We're going to bunt the ball to the third baseman.
We're all bunting right here. This is not.
It's not a drill.
Mystery.
It's not a drill.
Okay, so what this game
live.
boils down to right now is Cameron's ability to bunt the ball to the third baseman. If he can do that, it's a win for the Wolves, right? First baseman's going to be crashing. Second baseman's playing over to first base so he can go cover. You square around now. I don't know why we're waiting. Square around. It's not a secret. Thank you very much. And
To the second baseman.
we can't. Oh, gosh. We'll take it. My goodness, once again. You know, we bunted it right to the wrong person both times. And I guess he kind of got scared to try to get the lead runner at third base.
I don't think I've ever seen the second baseman run like that. Have you? I mean, is that a play?
I don't know.
But it seems like both of those, both the
Yeah.
third baseman and the first baseman, just they got confused about where they were going with the ball.
I got to be honest with you. If you know me, I'm squeezing this
you
runner
bunting
right
again?
here.
You bunting
I'm
again?
squeezing.
Let's go, baby.
I'm squeezing. Look, they got a left-handed
put him on.
pitcher.
Oh, they put them on.
Gonna walk him?
Okay. Yeah. Well, they had a
All right,
left-handed pitcher. His
Who's
back's
up?
to the-
Who's up? Who's this?
Number 8, right fielder, James.
Oh,
Okay.
How fortuitous. Let's go.
How fortuitous.
James Hardwick right here. You're fighting to get a chance to get in the lineup. What better way to kind of solidify an opportunity than all we need is a hard base hit. I mean, a hard ground ball.
I think he wears a size large cape. Let's go.
I was about to mention the cape.
You just got to make sure Marcus doesn't get too antsy on a fly ball to the outfield. If James can drive it to the outfield.
Oh, that's
tough.
enough.
That
That's
was
enough.
tough. He doesn't
That's
see
enough.
it.
That's
It's going to
enough.
fall. It's going to fall. It's going to fall, and the Wolves are going to walk it off for second night in a row. There we go.
Ball
A base
game.
hit by James Hardwick that falls in shallow right field.
Man,
and for
good
two
for
nights
James
in a row,
Hardwick.
the Wolves
Good
walk
for
it off
James Hardwick.
in dramatic fashion, and they just keep finding a way to make something happen late in the game. Wow. Two nights in a row.
Shout out to James Hardwick's Pawpaw Big Lou.
Right.
Big Lou. Big Lou was with us, baby.
Well, and that's what happens. You play the infield in. It brings the second baseman in a position where it makes that ball a lot harder to field. If he's playing back in a normal position, which he wouldn't be in that scenario, obviously, he's got to play in because the winning run's at third base. But because of the positioning of the infield, allows that ball to drop. And I'm telling you, the fog settled in. The right fielder threw his hands up. He said, I had no idea where the ball is. And I don't even think he would have got to it anyway. It was hit soft enough to where it was going to get enough in the outfield to drop in. And with that being said, Marcus Newfield leads the inning off with a base hit, and the Wolves cross the plate, wind up taking the win 2-1. Late inning heroics
But
again.
I'm just saying that, some of our parents, maybe not you, are going to probably have to start carrying nitric with us when we're around. There's a lot of drama, baby. A lot of drama.
I tell you what, being in this game as long as I have been, the one thing I can say is good teams find ways to
That's
win, right?
That's right.
And when you don't have one of the major components of a game, right?
Yeah.
We talk about in football, you talk about all three phases of the game, right? Offense, defense, special teams. Well, in baseball, the three phases of the game, right? Pitching, defense, and hitting. When you don't have a component to that, you have to do everything you can to make sure the other two components are so good that it just gives you a chance at the end to put something together, right? And that's what the Wolves have been doing the last two nights.
Well,
they've been able to keep themselves enough in the game to give them a chance to win, right?
If you believe, you keep fighting, you keep playing the game, and good things will happen.
Yeah, you just want to have the opportunity to win the game at the end, right? You put the winning run in the batter's box in the last inning, in the late innings. That's all you can ask for, and they were able to do that.
And a guy who hadn't had many at bats comes through for you.
Of course,
and a solid young man.
Yep.
Who has waited his turn.
Yep.
He gets a big opportunity, comes through.
I don't care how you do it. You get a walk-off base hit your senior year.
Yes.
You're waiting for your moment.
Yes.
This is one of those, kudos to
Yes.
James for this moment right here for him.
Yes.
Something that he'll never forget, that's
Amen.
for sure.
Amen.
So,
And look, kudos to your son who go out there and
he went the
and you
distance.
could say a lot of things. I know we talked a lot of things about the change up, the this and that. He competed
Right.
for 7 innings. He laid it on the line. And one thing that you can always say about Cooper Winchester is he's going to go to the wall for you.
yeah.
He's gonna go to the
Well,
wall
I mean,
for you.
obviously, people understand that, obviously, my son. But objectively speaking, I would talk about him tonight the same way I talked about John Montour last night.
Yes.
You have to give credit where credit is due. He attacked the zone. He mixed up his pitches. He doesn't have anything sexy on the mound.
Right.
I mean, it's not like he's got a 90-plus mile per hour fastball and then a 3,000 spin rate. I mean, he's just going up there flipping off-speed pitches in there for strikes, trying to get ahead with different pitches, giving them different looks. And for him to be able to last 3 times through the lineup, not even really being a pitcher, let's be honest. He's not really a pitcher.
He's a thrower.
He just gets up there and tries to compete, like you said.
Well, Vince, what you think, baby?
I don't really know. All
right.
I thought it was a great win. I thought it was a good win.
Hey,
That's all you got to
great
say.
win.
It was nice that our team came together and came behind John David and
Yeah.
Cooper tonight
Right.
and got them to win on the mound. They went
Yes.
the distance both on
What
the
does
mound,
he
and the
normally
team
play?
came behind
Cooper.
them.
Catcher.
And
Catcher.
they, yes.
So,
Oh, really?
So what did we have? We had 2 walks. So it looks like Cooper walked 2 people. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't many.
Listen.
It was very,
You walked 2 here, and Clifton has 1 free pass. I mean, there were 3
That's a good
free
ball game.
passes.
Good ball game.
Right? So that tells you the pitching was very effective tonight on both sides. And the scoreboard obviously shows. I mean, it's 2-1, right? Not a whole lot of hits to show for. But the big thing is when they did get hits, both teams did get hits, there weren't free base runners on the bases when those hits came in.
Right.
It was singles here and there. I don't think any team
Had an
had an extra
baseman,
base
no.
hit.
And look, I'm going to go ahead. You correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give the play of the game to Aiden Ankerson. Runner on second, nobody out.
Yep.
We throw behind the guy in a
Yep.
big situation.
Yes.
Huge play right there.
That was a big swing in momentum right there because you were staring down runner on third base, less than 2 outs, and in actuality, you clear the bases and then you get the leadoff
Right.
out, in essence. So, yeah, a big moment in the game for sure, no doubt. And Aiden threw the ball very well today, throwing the base runner out, actual steal to second base,
Yeah.
and then that back pick right there. So the Wolves are finding a way, and I think
Yes.
that's the most important thing. They're finding a way.
Sometimes
So
you just need to win.
Yep.
You just need to win.
just win, baby, right?
That's right.
All right, so that's going to wrap things up over here at the Heap. For WPBN, for Lenny Russell, for Big Mike Stant, Vincent, thank you for joining us tonight. This is Jeff Winchester signing off. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock versus Dutchtown. We'll be streaming live again, and so hopefully we can string a few hits together.